The second thing that went live today, which is equally as insane, is NetworkChains. Martin, the person most I wanted to show this to was you, because I know you're going to probably be the number one power user for this. Brace yourself. Since I have this, I've not stopped using it. So can you see my screen?
Yes.
So now you can log in. Anyone on this call can log into networkchains.com with your garage credentials, right? So just come here, put in your garage email. It'll send you the code just like you're logging into garage. Okay. And I'm going to get my code here. Boom. Okay. And it'll log you in. Like there's 3 huge features in NetworkChains. One is the contact synchronization. The other one is Calendly. But the big one that I discussed in detail on last week's call and finalized on this call is NetworkChains is our actual Zoom competitor or our Google Meet competitor. So if you log in and you go to Meet, click Meet, you can come and do all of your individual personal conference calls here. Unlimited usage for each person that uses NetworkChains. So it's literally as simple as Google Meet. You come, you log in, you want to start a meeting, you click new meeting, a new meeting is started. Oh, sorry, I'm already in a webinar. It won't let me establish 2 connections because I'm doing this webinar. But any person can just start their meeting if they're not on a webinar already. And it just creates a link. It looks exactly like this webinar, but it's for anybody. It's not just for the founder or the host. And they can just copy the link once they open their webinar and send it to their friends and start their meeting. And then, or they can schedule a meeting inside of their Google Calendar. If they schedule it directly here, it's automatically added to their Google Calendar, exactly how it is with Zoom, right? By the way, it's picked up my garage webinar. It's also picked up, I have daily calls with Martin from like back in the day that it picks up. So you can just schedule a meeting here or a recursive meeting. It will generate its own network chain link and you can just share that just like you do with Zoom. This morning, I did a call with Patrick, who is friends with Bill. That was on NetworkChains. All my calls with all my devs are now on NetworkChains. Everyone in my company only uses NetworkChains to do the calls. You can also record once you're in the NetworkChain calls. You can record and it'll get saved directly here for you to come and download. So this is the Zoom competitor. This product is the one that's going to be sold for $36 per month per individual. And it includes your Zoom alternative, your Calendly alternative, as well as your AI prospecting tool that synchronizes all your contacts and uses AI to help you prospect for any company. But right now, Martin, you can use this unlimited for each individual. This is a product that will be sold to affiliates, to everybody, to corporate, and it's live.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Cool. That is the end consumer product. So Martin is doing a call with his friends, or Martin is doing a call for his team, or Martin is using a product, selling some other product. He can just create his own NetworkChains account and send it to his friends and boom, get on and start talking. And so that's massive. The second thing is, and the crazy thing in NetworkChains, Martin, is anybody can screen share. It's just like Zoom. There's no limitation to, the host can only screen share, the host can only talk. Anybody can screen share.
And how do you invite them?
So it's literally like this. Like there's the link, all the buttons at the bottom, they exist in that call as well. But yeah, there's a link at the bottom and you just send that link. I'll invite you to a NetworkChains call right after this and I'll show you how it's, and then you can do it. So as of tomorrow, there's going to be the subscription restriction. Right now, there isn't any restriction. You guys can just go use it. But as of tomorrow, it'll check, do you have the $36 NetworkChain subscription? But guess who doesn't need that NetworkChain subscription for 3 months?
All of us.
All of you guys, or anyone that signs up before June 20th gets 3 months of NetworkChains for free. Right? That's one of the parts of the offer. But Martin, once you use it, Calendly is $12 per month. Zoom is $20. And then the AI CRM, the prospecting tool, it consolidates all your network. It then recruits people. That's $40 per month. 40 plus 20. So it's a $72 product. We sell it for $36. $12 out, 36 is comp. Is actual just comp back to the affiliates. This is the product that's priced to sell to the entire world. This is, you want to use it to talk to your friends and family back home, you can do it for that. You want to use it just in your corporate environment. And so it's a monster. It's a monster of a product.
completely separate from Garage? Because with Garage, you get all of that as well.
Yeah. In Garage, you get all of that at the behest of a business owner.
Yes.
Anybody, Tom, Dick, Harry, just subscribing by themselves for their requirements. So if I run an office in Garage, I'm setting it up to sell ABC product, and you guys are joining my office, and we can do Zoom calls in my office about ABC product. This product is irrespective of what the business owner wants. You are operating your own NetworkChains account. Of course, the beauty here is you don't create a new actual username or password. You just log in with your same Garage credentials, and this is already fed in there. So that's massive. And so Martin, after today's call, I'll show you how to use that. You can play around with it for a week, like power test it, and then we can announce it to all of your friends who I know have been working.
They also get access to 300 members at a time?
Up to. But now, okay, great that you bring up that point as well. This software, so now let me share my screen again. Screen share. Okay, can you see my screen? Yes. Okay, now let's say I go back into Garage. I'm Alan again in this case, okay? And I go to Office Stream. Oh, sorry, I'm going to go to my account here. And I go to Office Stream. As I mentioned, now every office comes default with only one conference room that anybody can book. If you click here, it can show you the ability for anyone in your office to book out your conference room. So they can book it. This is the ability for people in your office to be able to use the conference room in your office without having a NetworkChains subscription. And so this is also one conference room per office. And if the person wants to buy multiple conference room, it's $5 extra per conference room per office. So let's say I want 5 conference rooms in my office, I would just buy an extra 4. But each conference room is allowed to be booked once at a time by any person in my office.
And that's in addition to the webinar in front?
Exactly. This is assuming I'm not there.
Okay. Yeah, holding your webinar.
If I'm hosting my webinar, they'll just join the company's webinar. They'll go to...
So they won't be able to use your office.
No, they can. Absolutely, yeah. Basically, the single conference room in the office is allowed to be used without me being involved, or whether I'm hosting a webinar or whether I know about it or not. So basically, it's free for any of my people to use this conference room, and I'm paying for it. But we've now restricted this to one meeting at a time per conference room, which is the way that we can actually allow this to be unlimited. You get my point?
Oh, yeah, that's clever.
Yeah. And now if somebody just says, okay, I truly want unlimited, my flip to them would be, okay, go take a NetworkChains subscription for everybody in your company, give them their own entire call system that they can manage just like Zoom, plus Calendly, plus the ability to prospect across all their connections.
Sweet.
So that's on the call front. And the coup de grace, which this next part is not live right now, but I was so excited when I saw it today, which is what is going to eventually become the live streaming system. So what we're doing right now is actually supposed to be a live stream, not a conference call. But if you look at it, it feels like a conference call. All of us are able to talk and all of us are able to contribute. But this is now becoming what's in standard conference calls. The pure live streams, like the quote unquote webinar software, it'll be like, I created, if I'm the host, I can add multiple co-hosts and no one else can talk. Everyone else can just listen and watch. So it feels, if you've been on a YouTube live stream or Twitch, where there's multiple co-hosts and everyone else is just in the chat and they can watch like they're watching a live event. And why that's important is when you do it like that, Martin, you don't have a 300-person limit. That can be scaled virtually, like into the thousands of people, because that's why YouTube live can be streamed by millions of people, because when you're on a YouTube live, the only two-way communication is the host. Everyone else is just watching and in the chat. So for your service, the church service that you do, the live stream would be so perfect. Whoever is involved in hosting the service gets added as a co-host, and everyone else can just join whenever they want into the live stream and watch.
That's sweet.
Like they can drop emojis. It's very much like live shopping. You can purchase things. That's not out yet, but that will be out very soon. Or is the conference call NetworkChains conference call in the offices and one-on-one calls in the offices. So it's insane. It's a huge thing that came out today, and I'll show you. And again, once we'll power use that for a week. Like I'm forcing all of my people to use it. You can force all of your people to, anyway, it's not forcing. It's amazing that they'll use it and they'll love to use it. And we will iron everything out in terms of, okay, this needs to be added, this has to be added. But I think we've actually covered a lot of stuff already. And then that's literally, you don't need to, once they know, hey, you go to NetworkChains and you click new meeting, that's the easiest product to use. It's not much education that needs to go into that. If they want to talk with anybody in their family, their friends, their businesses, they can use that product. So that's two. I got like a bunch more, man. So many things came out today. I'm hiring like a press team that can just keep up with me and release all of these things at the speed that we drop. 1 second. Pardon me?
$10,000 to $50,000 per person.
I mean, I'm not going to announce that today. I'm going to let you do the honors of doing that.
Yeah.
So one more, with that being said, so those are the two things that came out today, but there will be 70 days